Why, yes, officer. This is me. It's my ID. I am Groot. Just if you give me a second to just check something really quickly. I'm not running away. I'm innocent here.
Police! Police! Help!
Hello, everyone. You're here with H, and today the H stands for home. I potentially don't actually live here.
Did I tell you any other reports?
Officers, hold on. Officers are responding to an apartment complex regarding a suspected identity theft. Oh,
Give us 1 second.
no worries.
So the lady behind me supposedly is trying to get a new apartment here using the victim's name, who is overseas in the military right now.
No way. I believe you spoke with the other officer about
Yes.
her filling out some paperwork.
Yep. So that's going to be right here. Here's her money orders. She was supposed to move in yesterday. And then...
Sorry. I don't know where we are right now, but if this is the interior of the house that we were just looking at, my goodness gracious me, American homes are built different. But I also want to just point out that you're going to do identity fraud, you're going to do it. You're going to do identity fraud in America using a military person's identity. You better beware, because your candy ass is going to get the smack down. Avoid military, okay?
It's going to be right here. Here's her money orders. She was supposed to move in yesterday. And then, I guess, push it up because she figured management wouldn't be here today and whatnot. But is she going to be taken?
More than likely, yes. There's a separate officer in charge here, but yeah.
So what's going on today?
My friend needed, I don't know what's going on really. I'm just doing her dirty work, coming in and getting some keys for her.
Who's your friend?
Alyssa.
Nice.
Alyssa.
Freebell.
What do you mean you're doing her dirty work? What does that mean?
She just asked me, can I come get some keys for her? I told her no problem. Put my face on, to come do it for her. I didn't think it was an issue, but yeah, it is.
Okay. Are you saying this Alyssa person is the one who put you up to this? Is that what you're trying to say?
I don't know the story.
Damn.
I can't even, my kid's involved, and he didn't know, what's going on. And this U-Haul right here, this isn't mine. This is my brother's U-Haul. I used his U-Haul because I was with him in his car, but he went to his new job today at Burger King this morning.
Nobody
But he
asked.
left. And I wanted to, come grab the keys from his friend, so.
Like, whoever the person you're talking about and they're starting a new job at Burger King, nobody cares. Because the only king we should be worried about here is the fact that you're royally effing up, okay? Your story is all over the place, mate.
I just took his U-Haul and grabbed my son. It was supposed to be dropping him off to Jamestown.
When she just came out, she tells her son, whoever, it's like, you'll be okay. You don't know what's going on, but you'll be fine. I'll tell you later or something. So.
I heard that's kind of the way a lot of these financial ones go, because they're not aggressive criminals mostly.
They're just, they want to get a place because they can't afford it.
Did you submit an application?
She did.
She did?
I know any other information. I just went, just.
Okay, is there a reason why there's a Georgia ID with your face on it that was submitted to?
Actually, I'm gonna be honest with you.
You'd hope so.
She asked me, can I send her a picture of me? So I'm thinking, she know my name, Taraya. So when she said picture, I'm like, okay, well, maybe they just need it.
Hey, what a friendship you have, huh? Your friend is trying to buy an apartment or a home or a house. They're all pretty much the same thing anyway. You are telling me your friendship bond is so like this. Yeah, use me. Put me on the application, but it's you who's gonna live there. What a friendship, eh? And also, if it's her apartment, why the hell are you doing the moving in? Like, shock horror, if you don't know, I've been homeless before, right? So I don't really know the ins and outs of home things. But if you are the person buying the home, surely you're going to be there moving in, helping to move in. Don't you want to be a part of that experience?
That's when she gave me the driver's license with my face. And I say, wait, how my face got on? Who is this? You know, and I asked, I said, how my face get on the ID? And she said, what did she tell me? She was like, don't worry about it, you good, you in good hands. I said, yeah, but who is this? Like, who is the actual? I said, and I told her, I said, I was scared. And she was like, there ain't nothing to be scared about. And I said, well, I ain't want to, but I seen she had a boyfriend with her, and I know her boyfriend do the most. She's scared of him, I'm scared. I've always been for years. So I just was like, well, he was standing right there, so I didn't want to do it. And I told her, I said, I didn't feel comfortable. And she was just like, man, all you got to do is just go pick up the keys. I said, yeah, but who is this that I got to be that you put, why you put my picture on the ID? And that's when she was like, they just do it, you in good hands and stuff. So I was like, all right.
So there's an officer in charge here. You're speaking with your mom. That's mom, right? That's your mom, right?
Yeah.
So they're speaking with her now. They'll kind of explain everything that's going on. I'm guessing you're kind of unaware. Yeah, again, you're not in any trouble, man. I'm just kind of trying to figure out where your mind's at.
I had gave her my number, told her to call me. She did call me, but she told me she was like she was in the process of trying to find somewhere to stay. Just her whole little background, trying
What's
to
her
fill
name?
me in. Alyssa.
Oh, how do you spell it?
Alissa.
Does she have a middle name? Do you know?
Fancy spelling of
What's her
Alyssa.
last name?
I think if it's not Freeman,
Oh my
it may
lord.
be Free Bull.
Free boy, is that her surname? You've downgraded from Freeman. You've actually regressed through time, man. You're a free boy now. You don't know your friend's second name. What kind of friendship is this, man? You're close enough for you to be committing crimes for her, but you don't know her second name. Great one. I just want to point out, look how many cars, you can't really see, right? But look how many police officers are here for this. Ain't that crazy? To me, that's crazy. But let me know in the comments.
I'm not so sure.
Do you know her birthday?
Bro,
Cool. Okay,
how are you friends?
I thought maybe October.
Shut up.
Don't make me lie. I don't remember. I know it's October. She was always like
Shut up.
2-3 years older than me.
Please,
I'll
stop
be
it.
34. Wait a minute.
You
I
don't
think
even know
she's
your
about to be
age.
36.
Do you have like an estimate for the day?
Oh, the fact that you said she's always been 2-3 years older than me, then you said you're 34, and you had to think about what is 34 plus 2/3 is concerning. Your head, like your trousers, they're just swaying. Yeah? The leaves on your trousers, your mind is just like this. Nothing is zen about this situation, woman. You've lost your mind.
I don't. I won't. Lord Jesus, forgive me. God knows I ain't lying. I met her through somebody. She was cool years ago. Met her through somebody. She was cool. Hung out a couple of times with her. Didn't see her. Hey, can you?
What?
Still needed to go to.
How you doing?
How you doing? What's going on?
Good. Hey.
Dude needed. I'm gonna tell you. I had met with my friend Alyssa yesterday, and more of the story. I'm putting you in because I'm get y'all in my business. But here we go.
Hey, let's come to the trunk of the car. Is the car coming?
Do you know, I hate how she starts a story, veers off the story, and then... Wait a second. That may or may not be what I do. But at least I'm not committing crimes, so... There's a difference.
You can.
Look right here. Just so we stop going back. And shaded over here too.
I did some stupid shit, but I didn't know what it was exact from moral of the story, one of the homegirls, you might, Lord, you might be too old right now to remember it. Moral of the story, she called me, she hit me up, got in contact with me.
You know, you've said moral of the story twice, and you probably are not watching this, but to anyone who is watching this, and I hope someone is at least watching this, when you say moral of the story, that means your story's finished, and you're basically about to summarize the story / give a moral about it, not freaking start another story. I think she's confused it with a long story short, and her stories are not short, they're not even long, they're elongated. That's what.
This is great banter. It really is.
She was getting the process of moving, whatever. Moral of the story, she was getting ready to move in. She said, if I need you, are you able to go pick up some keys for me? So I'm like, yeah, you know, what I got to do. And she was like, nothing, I'll let you know, I'm just waiting to see if I'm approved or not, whatever the case is. My auntie was going to help me get the place or some shit, she said. So, moral of the story, I ain't hear from her no more up until yesterday, and she just, and I spoke with her on Peppy. But more before that, right before that, about 2 days before, 2 days ago, moral of the story, she asked me to send her a picture of me.
If she says it one more time, I'm gonna hit my head with this water bottle. Please, if you're taking shots, you've decided you're gonna do a drinking game, just drink responsibly every time she says moral of the story, okay? Please.
I was like, okay, you can't go on my Facebook, and get a picture. She was like, no, send me a picture of you. I need it real quick. So I'm thinking, what the hell? She was like, these apartments so crazy. They be wanting 3 times the rent. They want you to do the most or whatever. I told her,
you're doing the most. Leaves on trousers, woman. Okay? You said earlier on that it was in person that her, Alyssa and her boyfriend were like right there telling you to do this. But now you're saying, she said, send me a picture of you, blah, blah, blah. So that means it was online. So you had the opportunity to say no. You don't think this is fishy? Okay.
that somebody else was going to pick up my keys. Blah, can you send me a picture? So I was like, yeah, I'll see a picture of me. And I sent it to her and I said, can you see me good? And she was like, oh yeah, that's all I had needed for you. I was like, okay. I said, well, did you get approved for the apartment? She was like, I think I did, but I still got to speak to the office, more of the story. That was.
Help me! Help me!
I hope everyone can see that there are multiple points in her stories, and understandably, playing devil's advocate, sure, I completely understand you're potentially scared. Her alleged boyfriend is allegedly scary, he's involved in all sorts. I completely understand. But still say no. It's much better to say no and seek authorities to support you with what potentially might happen, rather than get involved in a crime. Like,
More of the story, can I tell you? Don't judge me. I try to encourage y'all, motivate y'all to do what's best, but hear me out. Moral of the story, I met with my friend yesterday. When I met with her, so the whole time when she asked me for the picture 2 days prior of yesterday, when I seen her yesterday and met with her, she had a boyfriend with her. She gave me an ID. When she gave me the ID, my face was on the ID.
yeah, but that's why
And
you
she was
sent
like, you
the
just gotta
picture.
pick up keys. So I was like, to pick up the keys, they couldn't just let me pick up the keys. She was like, no, you just be her, go in there and get the keys. So at that point, that's when I became guilty of anything that had transpired today.
What are you guilty of specifically? I'm kind of lost.
She gave me, it's not my ID, I'm from Florida,
So it's a fake ID.
Yeah, hell yeah, that ain't me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not her. I don't even know. I have no information on the person. I don't know the person. No, nothing. Moral of the story, I knew right then and there. That's where when I agreed to take it from her and said, okay, I'll go, pick it up. She gave me 2 money orders, and what she say? I got to be there by 10 o'clock.
So
to pick up the keys.
So you did do paperwork in the leasing office.
I just signed the name.
And then did you give them an ID when you didn't give them?
Bags for?
No.
So
Do you know what I love? Every single alleged innocent, non-innocent person. Don't know where I was going there. But the guilty ones, the alleged ones, right? I love how they always say, yeah, I knew it was wrong, but
seems like we're all on the same page here. Identity theft is a serious crime that has major ramifications to.
I know. I do know.
Right?
You
Being
know,
in
but
possession of
I'll do
of
it.
a
Yeah.
fake ID is illegal.
Correct.
You know,
And that's why I said I had to
appreciate
sit
your
there and
honesty
look.
here, but
And I knew I f***ed up when I seen it yesterday and took it from her, so I have to take full responsibility of that.
Bro, even if you weren't using someone's fake ID of someone in the military or whatever, right? The fact that you are signing papers for someone else, that's in itself a no-no.
you are under arrest
Yes,
today,
sir.
so don't put your hands behind your back.
Man, at least she ain't resisting, I guess.
Can I before I have my food stamp card for my children, I got a few stuff in my purse.
You saying you want them to have it?
Yeah.
You'll be able to bring it first.
No, I want to be able to give them.
Oh, give them?
So, yes. Because I jumped up. I still got my kids and stuff to feed at grandma's house.
Look, I don't know if this is like, I don't know, harsh of me or something, but if she is using food stamps, I presume she's not monetarily in the best position, obviously financially and stuff, right? So I can't look, I completely understand on one hand, when you're in positions like this, financially difficult, or at least, you know, I'm just saying that just because of the food stamps part, so I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments. But I understand if maybe she's getting a cut out of this somehow, I don't know, or her friend is gonna give her money or something, I don't know, right? I understand that when times are difficult, people do resort to doing anything for the sake of money to protect their family or whatever. I completely understand that. On the other hand, when you got kids involved and maybe she's the sole caregiver, don't know if she has family or not. Did she just mention a grandmother, I think? It's unnecessary strain to put on them when they don't know what's going on in the world, potentially. I mean, earlier on, the guy looked maybe in his teens, maybe he knows what's going on, I don't know, but let me know in the comments.
I need you to.
You want them to have something in your purse?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Okay, go. Thank you.
You need my number?
Oh, can you give him?
Get you in the car, we'll get you in the
I got something else in there to give him.
This one, come to the car with you.
I got King stuff with me. Can you get it from him? Can you give him? I got King.
Go into the car, and if you need something else, we'll talk to you.
I got King papers and keys. Okay.
This officer, she's just going to search you again?
Okay. Can you tell them what jail I'm going to?
Yeah, we'll get them all the information.
Okay.
She's just going to search you first. And then we'll get you in here. I'll have the AC on, okay? Anything I need you to know about?
No.
You?
Yeah, I love the body cams where the
Can I
gloves are
give him a
coming on.
number at my phone?
So do you have anything in you?
Oh, in me? Yeah. Oh,
that you
I
can't
wasn't
get?
listening. I'm
Okay,
so
no
sorry. No, I'm
It's
sorry.
like desk. Oh, hold on.
Oh, you weren't listening. Maybe you should listen more in life. To your inner self as well.
Can I
Gosh, because if your inner self was telling you this is wrong, maybe you should have listened to it. Do you know what I mean?
give him a number at my phone? Yeah.
But at least she wasn't aggressive and stuff, innit? Usually these videos descend into violence. I'd love to know what happened to
See you guys.
Alyssa,
Ever.
if real anyway.
I'm the type of person when I do something wrong, my karma kicks instant.
Shut up, I don't know what you're saying. Possession of a forged driver's license. It wasn't even... Oh, I guess that's the ID you used, so never mind. Uttering forged bills, checks, drafts, notes. Criminal use of personal identification information with a public servant victim. You see what I mean? Public servant Just if you're gonna do some kind of fraud, yeah, avoid military, please.
And I knew last night when I met with her and I seen that it was like that.
She's still going on.
That's yeah.
You're in the car,
I
handcuffed,
always
bro.
trying to be nice and do stuff for people.
Just trying to be nice. I'll do this crime for you. Shut up, whatever your name is, leave woman. All right, that's what we're gonna call you, leave woman. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Listen, what advice do I have here? What's my 2 cents from this video? Be careful of people with fake IDs, I guess. If you want to watch more of these, the playlist is up there. Bye. The real thing I took from this is that I actually should buy trousers with foliage on them.